Yo, let's chat for a bit. How is everybody doing this evening? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Right now, I'm just chilling, trying to get my head together for this coming week. A lot of things been lifted off my chest. I'm very grateful for that. So I feel great. I feel wonderful. Everything is going smooth and I feel good because God is always with me. I know that for a fact. God is with me right now. I feel good. I feel real confident right now. So I feel great. Again, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hey, Tangi. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And again, happy Mother's Day. If anybody didn't get that message earlier, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. This is your day, but in my point of view, Mother's Day is a everyday thing, not just one day. So that's how I feel on that. So, again, I hope everybody is enjoying their day, enjoying their weekend. So, other than that, everything else is all good for me. All good for me. So, right now, like I'm just trying to, I enjoyed my weekend overall. I did help, out a little bit around here. Church was good today. Also, oh, no problem. No problem. Also, church today was pretty good. Like I said, yesterday was my sister's birthday dinner celebration. She's turning 45 on the 13th of this coming Wednesday. So I'm very grateful that my sister is still around. She's turning 45. She's been going through a lot of rough times. I'm always praying for her, always keeping her in my heart, in my prayers, everything. So my sister, I love you. Keep your head up. God's going to be with you at all times. So just always keep that in mind. Other than that, everything else been pretty smooth so far. Just been trying to, like I said, just let go a lot of weight off my mind, off my shoulders. And right now I'm trying to get back into, really, really, really getting back on my workout regimen like I've been doing. I have slacked off bad the past few months. I'm not trying to say I stopped working out. I still go. But it has not been on the consistent level that I've been doing all last year. So I've fallen off on that bad and no one to blame but myself because all of it's up here. So I will say that, like I said, starting this week, I'm going to do the best I can to get back on track. It's not going to happen overnight. But overall, I'm going to get back on track on working out on a regular basis. But other than that, everything else is all good. So let's jump into this topic. And my thing is, before I even do that, it's like I'm thinking to myself, all my topics have been, it's been motivational, it's been spiritual, it's been, whatever I'm going through at the time. Just the things I'm going to get off my chest. But today, let's have a little fun. I wanted to talk about my gaming life. Yes, video games, yes. My gaming life, I trying to get back into that lately. It's hard because of my schedule. Because it's like my constant, me working all day. And it's like by the time I get home, do I really want to play a game? Nah. But I am going to try to get back on track on my gaming. So it's like I have, it helps me relieve a lot of stress. It helps me to just ease my mind. And I'm really trying to get back into a normal flow. Even if it's a game I could play for a half hour. Half hour is good for me. I know everybody could game for hour after hour. It's not my college years no more. I used to do that on a regular basis. But yeah, my gaming life, I've fallen off bad. I'll admit to that. I still play it right now, but it's not on the same level as it used to be. Someone told me they feel that my gaming life changed when I finally beat my brother in, I think it was college football. I think it was college football or Madden, one of them. Either way it goes, football game. And my brother was always the type that even I can go back to when I was a little kid, playing regular Nintendo, playing Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl for regular Nintendo, my brother would beat me down in every single football game he could get his hands on. And he plays like a 0-0. He could be at 49-0. I'm struggling. I'm a kid. He don't care. It's 0-0 to him. He could care less. My brother was always like that. He got me like this to this day. So I've always been that type that, you know, he plays like that. And that's how he is. He's a very competitive person. It's like that's my biggest competition in life is video games is always him. Always him. But going back, you know, years later, like I think it's like my very first or maybe my second game night at my apartment at the time. My brother came over, I invited him over, and he wanted to run a game of Madden. Mind you, I have not beat him in no football games ever. And I finally won. I finally beat him at his own game. That's why I said, I think after that point, a lot of people said, it felt like you just stopped being competitive, stopped playing video games after that. And I said, it felt like it did. I feel like I did. I feel like I should just retire on time. But other than that, like I said, my gaming life has been, it was up and down. And right now it's really down. But if I play something right now, it's not like I suck at it. It's just I'm not on the same level as I used to be. But I miss gaming on a regular basis, and it's because it just helps so much. Even playing like regular Nintendo, like I have fond memories of my regular Nintendo, but it's not like that because that was my brother's system. My brother always had the Nintendo. Every game he had was always for him, whether it's Tecmo Bowl, and of course Mario when Duck Hunt was there. Because Duck Hunt was always like the go-to, especially with that little plastic gun, you know. That little plastic gun, I always wanted to pop that dog. I'm not going to lie. I always wanted to pop the dog because, like, if you miss everything, he just come out the bushes and start laughing at you. Like, shit, let me try again. So it was fun. I missed those games. I missed those type of games. Punch Out, I think in my entire life, I think I beat Punch Out one time. Never beat it ever since. If my memory serves, no. I know it was two different Punch Outs. I forgot the main character off the other Punch Out, but I know it was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I did not beat that one, but I did play it. It's pretty much the same thing. But I played the other Punch Out, and I did beat that one, like I said, only one time. Yeah, Duck Hunt was a mess. Duck Hunt was a mess. But it was fun. It was, like I said, that was like entertaining games back then. It's like you had so much fun with it, although it could be some BS. It can always be some BS. Even the original Mario was good. It's like, but as time went on, and it's like you get closer and closer to the end of the game, it start acting crazy too. So hey, I still have fun. I didn't play Mario 2 that much back then. I think I played Mario 2 like as I got a little bit older. I did play Mario 3. Loved that game. That was one of my favorite games back then also. But I would say the biggest thing for me was Super Nintendo. I remember getting my first Super Nintendo at my birthday party when I turned 8 years old. I remember that, and that was like one. I would say I wouldn't say one. I would say that was probably the best gift I ever got for my birthday. As a kid, I loved it. I loved every single bit of it. I said, "Oh my God, I finally got a Super Nintendo, a system that was, a system that was actually mine." Because my brother had, like I said, my brother had all the systems. He was always the type that it was like all the systems was pretty much him. But the Super Nintendo, that was mine. Mine. World 7. And, oh my God, World 7. See, now I want to plug my Switch up and actually play Mario 3. That's what I feel like doing, but nah. I'm going to get into it one day, but now I don't think I'm going to do it for today. But yeah, Mario 3 World 7, terrible. Terrible. That's how I look at it. It was just terrible. But like I said, back then, it was fun. It got on your nerves, I'm not going to lie. It got on everybody's nerves. So, but yeah, the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World, loved it. Loved it. Even back then, it's like every game was just solid. Yeah, that triggered me. I'm sorry, that triggered me bad. Like, don't. I'm sorry. That game gave me a headache. But hey, it is what it is. Like, but right now, I think my patience right now will probably can handle it. I probably wouldn't rage like I did as a kid, but it'll probably still piss me off. But I'll probably improve since that time. But But yeah, Super Nintendo, I had so much fun with that. Like like I said, Mario World, that was my game. That's still one of my favorite games to this day. Um, always play Mario Kart for it. I loved Mario Kart. That was, oh my God, I loved the first Mario Kart. But as I go further, you'll see another Mario Kart I like even better. But that Turtles in Time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, love that game. That's probably my favorite game off the Super Nintendo. Period. That's just how I look at it. And speaking of competition, NBA Jam. NBA Jam was one of my favorites because the reason why I say competition because I think of all the games me and my brother have ever played against each other, I think we played NBA Jam the most. And we traded wins. It wasn't no he dominated, not dominated. We traded wins. We had fun with it. But it's like we had so much fun with NBA Jam. It was it was mind blowing. I miss, like I said, I miss those type of games. Also, me and my brother, we was always competition, but we always helped each other out too. The very first Donkey Kong, we rented that. Yes, renting was a thing back then. We rented that and we actually beat that game. And that was fun. He was Donkey Kong, I was Diddy Kong. We actually beat that game within them 2 days that we had it. So we had fun with that. And the reason why I bring that up is because the next game, it hurts my soul because I have yet to beat this game at the age of 41 not because I was afraid to go back to it, but it's like it pissed me off. Donkey Kong Country 2. No shade to the game. I love the game. I have zero issue with that's actually one of my favorite soundtracks from a game because the music to that game was like, it sounds so soothing and relaxing, but it was like one of the best soundtracks you could think of. I mean, it's probably a game or two that's out there that probably have a better soundtrack, but from my point of view, that was the soundtrack right there. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But Donkey Kong Country 2, it kind of pissed me off because I had to play it on my own. Because my brother was away at college. I think I had a good report card. My mom bought me Donkey Kong Country 2. Had fun with it. But I get to the point, because it took me such a long time to beat the game because it was like I said, it was just me playing it. I actually got close to beating the game. Then it took me to a whole different world, I think. And I think it was like a couple of levels up top, like way up top. I ain't played it since because it's like I've been busting my butt and all of a sudden I think I won the game. Nope. Gotta do some more levels. Nope. I have not played it since. So yeah, that game to this day, I still have not beat. And it's not like I can't beat it. It's just that irritated my soul. I have not played that game since. But yeah, those games were so much fun. Oh, and my favorite fighting game, which has a movie out right now, Mortal Kombat. Yes, I loved Mortal Kombat. And I'm not saying I'm not a Street Fighter person. I did play Street Fighter, but as time went on, I kind of faded away from Street Fighter. And I love Street Fighter. I'm not saying nothing negative about it. It's just I was always a Mortal Kombat guy. So shout out to those who still play Street Fighter to this day. I know everybody, everybody has their own preference. Shoot, I remember as time went on, you had Soul Calibur, you had Tekken's a thing. So many, Virtual Fighter, that was another one. There was so many games that came out. So it's like you had a lot of games instead of just one particular fighting game. So that's what I did appreciate about the fighting genre as time went on. But I don't want to stay on the Super Nintendo stuff that much, but it's like I had the PlayStation. I ain't played PlayStation that much because that was another system my brother owned. He moved, well, I won't say he moved down south, but it was like he was going back and forth to South Carolina State. I barely played the PlayStation. I did play some games for it. Like my brother was good on game day until he started really getting hooked to Madden. So that was one thing about that. I remember playing some wrestling games for it, like SmackDown and I think WCW versus the World and stuff like that. Yeah, I had some fun with it, but it's like I did not play it that much because that was his system. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one as well. I was just about to get to that. 1 sec. I was just about to get to that one. Then Nintendo 64 came around. My brother actually bought that for me. Pulled up to the house. He said, "Hey, I got something in the trunk for you. Super Nintendo." And he bought 2 games. Mario Kart 64, which is still, to this day, my favorite Mario Kart of all of them. I know some people probably say something way different, but Mario Kart 64 was my favorite one. That, and it was a game called Turok Dinosaur Hunter. That was fun. That was a lot of fun too. So it's like, he's pretty much said like, all right, I got the PlayStation, you keep the 64. So I played the 64, and of course I had to get my wrestling games for it. Definitely had to get GoldenEye for it. So we had a lot of fun with that. I had a lot of fun with that system, and I still got it to this day. It's sitting in my office right now. I remember that. Yes. Yeah, that is the best one. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I stuck with the 64 for quite a while. And then the next year, after that was the Dreamcast. Dreamcast was fun but I look at it like this. I enjoy Dreamcast, but I enjoy Dreamcast for one style of gaming though. There were some other games that was good for it. I'm not trying to say it was terrible. Like I used to play Crazy Taxi. That was fun. Crazy Taxi is still fun to this day. Crazy Taxi, Sonic was good. There was quite a few games, but the 2K franchise, when that started, oh my God. I played that to the core. Right, it was basketball, right, it was football, and I think they had baseball at the time, I think. I might be wrong. But yeah, the 2K franchise, when that first started, oh my God, I used to love every single bit of that. And I still play 2K to this day, but not as the same level as I did back then. I played 2K as soon as I got home from school. Book bag on the bed, throw the Dreamcast on every single time. Yeah, Sonic was fun. Sonic is fun on everything these days. So it's like, even with Genesis, I always play Sonic like crazy. So yeah, I totally agree with that. But Dreamcast, and the thing is, Dreamcast was a good system, but it didn't last long. And after that, it's like you had your Xbox, which I didn't play too much of, the original one. I was big on Halo on that one at the time, so I did play that. But PlayStation 2 would still always be like my second favorite system. Yeah. Compared to Super Nintendo, I just look at more of the fun stuff more than the actual, games itself. I think games itself, I gotta go with PlayStation 2. But I would say like the fun factors of the game, I gotta go with Super Nintendo. I think PlayStation 2 is like, you're older, you're starting to play, like games starting to get a little more technical, but it was still fun. So my not Super Nintendo, my PlayStation, always had fun with that. That was always my go-to system. My college years, I played that to the core. Every dorm room, everybody playing PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2. Whether it's NBA Live, whether it's 2K, whether it's Madden, anything. It's like that defined my most of my what's called college years I keep saying Super Nintendo, my PlayStation 2. And oh my God, I had so much fun with that system. So then the Xbox 360 came, I ended up getting that, and oh my God, the graphics were so amazing. I feel like it was just amazing. Until you got that little 3 Rings of Death, and I hated that to the max. That was like the worst thing they could have thought of. Like, everything overheats. Yeah, oh my God, that was just terrible. But it is what it is. So after that, I just started going back and forth with the PlayStation, the Xbox. End up getting a Switch down the road. So like I say, I'm still gaming. I'm not trying to say I completely stopped. It's just I'm not gaming like I used to. And I need to get back into it because, like I said, it's more like a stress reliever for me personally than anything else. So I miss a lot of my gaming life. And the reason why I brought that up is because, like I said, I wanted to talk about something a little fun. And even a couple of stories I could bring up, like when I had my 360. Shout out to my boy Henry. He down there in Atlanta. We played, when it first came out, we played Halo 3. Like our life depended on it. We played Halo 3 like our life depended on it. We played that game. The sun was up. We were still playing when the sun was down. We looked at each other like, you good? Yep. You good? Yep. All right. That's it. Let's keep on playing. That story will never get out of my head because we played that game to the point that it was just like we literally had no life that day at all. I don't even think we went to class. If we did go to class, probably went to class earlier that day, but nah. We played Halo 3 from the sun up to sun down and didn't even blink. That's how much we were tapped into that game. So I remember that. Shout out to my boy Henry. Also, I want to bring this up. I don't want to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up anyway because it's funny now, but at that point, I was heated. Shout out to my best friend, Mike. That's like my brother for over 30 years. We had a competitive game in NBA 2K4. He was the Lakers, I was the Pistons. Well, I tell you, this game really came down to the last 3 seconds. It came down to the last 3 seconds. It was the last 5 seconds. I stole the ball. I laid it up. I was up by 2 points. 3 seconds left. He can't do anything. He gives the ball to Rick Fox, of all people. Rick Fox pretty much throws a Hail Mary, and it goes in all net. You cannot tell me that was some BS. So that's how he won in that game, and I was so pissed. It's funny now, but at that moment, I was not a happy camper at all. So shout out to my boy Mike, but he know deep down in his heart right now that was a fluke shot. But yeah, it was, like I said, just me gaming all the time. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into that flow because it helps me think better. It helps me to focus. It just gives me that vibe that I can actually just feel like, you could be in another world when it comes to gaming. So that's why I wanted to bring this up in this conversation because, like I said, I need to do more fun topics instead of always talking about the serious stuff every single live I do. But yeah, gaming life is fun. I enjoy it, but I wish I could make money off of it like some of these people do. But I'm not that competitive as I used to be. But hey, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun on this topic. Like I said, gaming is so much fun to me. I know, as time goes on, you're working. Of course, at Eastern, I really had no life besides going to class. And I did have a job on campus, I'm not going to lie, which I can talk about in another live. Oh, my Taco Bell time at Eastern. Trust me, I could talk about that for a very long time. But other than that, like I said, at Eastern, I had so much fun, with the gaming and stuff like that. So that's why I'm thinking, back then you had that time to do it. Now it's like, as you're in the real world, you don't have the timing unless it's really your life, your lifestyle. And I don't knock nobody for that lifestyle of being a gamer. So all the gamers out there, continue to do what y'all got to do. I know some of y'all getting paid for it. Some of y'all are streaming. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Can I check out some of y'all content online, either TikTok or, on YouTube? YouTube got some good ones. And, everyone is out there just doing what they have to do. So shout out to all the gamers out there. So, but like I said, I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to try to have some fun with this. So, right now, about to get myself ready for the work week mentally and physically, because I got my stuff sitting over here in the corner. So I pray that everybody have a wonderful night. always, always stay blessed. Keep God first. I'll talk to y'all later.